Europe is in an energy crisis. The Russia-Ukraine war has exposed Europe's dependence on Russian gas. Germany has triggered phase 2 of its three-part emergency gas plan. Italy plans to stock up on gas and buy more coal for its power plants. Spain and Portugal have capped energy prices to protect people from inflation. As the crisis deepens, Europe is seeking alternative sources of energy. Russia used to supply 40% of Europe's gas. Now the EU is importing more from the United States and Norway. At the same time, the EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says it will not be a return to fossil fuels.
There will not be a return to cheap fossil fuels, I think, and therefore, alongside temporary and targeted support to vulnerable families and businesses, it is essential to help our economies and societies to adapt to the new conditions.
Well, that was said during Friday's Brussels summit as the EU prepared to deal with more gas cuts from Russia. She spoke of the EU's plans going forward.
We are providing through Repower EU resources of round about €300 billion to do three things. On one hand, to diversify our energy supply. Second pillar is to increase the energy efficiency. And the third pillar is the supply of our own green, renewable energy.
Other European leaders had different plans. A senior aide to Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban said that sanctions on Russia needed to stop. He said while the sanctions hurt Russia, they survive. Europe, however, would end up in a bad way. Other leaders are thinking of ways to mitigate the effects of the energy crisis. Belgian Prime Minister had highlighted the need to act together.
There is only one way to get through it, and that is all together. We must form an energy bloc. If we do it separately, we will all go down separately. So now the European Commission has to put into practice what we have been working on over the last months. Make sure we buy energy as a group, make sure we use a price cap, and make sure we plan together to get through that winter.
Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov has said that Russia remains a reliable supplier. European leaders do not believe it. Already, there have been reductions in gas supplies from Moscow. Now the Nord Stream 1 pipeline is scheduled to undergo maintenance on the 11th of July. It will be switched off for 10 days. The EU fears Russia could keep it off longer to apply more pressure. Now they claim Russia is waging an economic war on Europe by cutting gas supplies.
Not
one of the EU leaders believes that the technical reasons currently cited by Russian suppliers for the reduction of gas supplies are valid, and therefore everyone is preparing to do what is necessary in time.
So what does this crisis mean for the rest of the world? In the short term, other exporters of gas will profit from Europe's desperation. India and China have already become alternate markets for Russia oil. If the crisis forces a speed up in the transition to renewable energy, then the world may benefit in the long run. But one thing is certain, Europe faces a long winter ahead. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.